Let's have a look if we're live. I think I am. Yep, we are. Hello everyone, Rex here, and I'm back with another stream on a Sunday. Welcome in everyone, welcome in Samsung Squid, welcome in Wesley, welcome in Sam, welcome in Ryan Trackside, and welcome in Adam. Alright, so, let me just get everything sorted for tonight. Hello T-Rex Tactics, welcome in. Andy, hello Callum, welcome in everyone. Good evening Joseph. Got 10 people already in, that's amazing. Right, I'll get things sorted. It's weird. Never seen it blur out those words before. It's just park. Oh dear me. Anyways, I'll get this sorted as soon as I possibly can, guys, and then we'll get into the stream. Alright. Once that saves, we're done. Going for my bath, so I'll be back. No worries, Callum. I'll get to everyone's comment. No, don't worry. There's a way I do things here, so don't worry about it. Okay, so... Evening, lads, says Samsung Squid. Joseph says good evening, all. Andrew says hello. Welcome, Andrew. Just going from my bath, so I'll be back. Yeah, he said that. Oh, you said it twice, that's alright. Welcome in, Josh. I'm doing 0 Victor 84 Doncaster Works to Lyra Depot on Riviera. Oh, nice. You can see through the cover windows inside the green Mark 1 carrier coach. Oh, nice. How's everyone's Saturday been? Sunday. HST Farewell Pack has a scenario where you can ride the carnival rides. Yes, they do. End up getting the Farewell Pack and it's great. Just wish the coaches matched though, but overall great pack indeed, yeah. My day's been fine. How was yours, Callum? Hopefully everything's been alright. Currently watching a movie called Blue Beetle starring Zolo Mariduena. Is that how you say? Fair enough. What train should I draw next, you think, since you enjoyed my 116? Fair enough. Any really. It's been good, thanks. Alright, so, tonight we're going to be looking at the HST Farewell Pack, so, we will be on both Riviera Line and Great Western Express. So, here is what I'm going to ask you guys. Great Western Express or Riviera first? Plain and simple, isn't it? So Wesley's answered straight away with Riviera. Josh has gone GWE. Ryan Trackside has gone with Riviera. Nice to hear. I uploaded both my British Railways HSTs using the BR Blue and Intercity Farewell HST power cars and West Coast Mail Line Overshot MK3As. Nice. Joe's gone for Riviera. Sam's gone for Riviera. Adam's gone for Riviera, although Joe has just deleted their comment. Fair enough. I think we're all saying Riviera tonight. Right. Okay then. Let's get... Oh, what livery should we pick? Do you know what? We'll go with Sir Kenneth Grange. Why not? The one that, well, everyone likes, don't they? Which is a good thing. Let's see if I can find one to Paynton. I like the idea of that one. I think that's how you spell it. Nope. Ignore me. I don't know how to spell things nowadays. How do I have the Flying Scotsman services? I've just restored my licenses, usually. Barbie and Sir Kenneth Grange. Yeah, Ryan Trackside, if you're on PlayStation, try trying to think now. Restore your licenses. Do you know what? We'll do the full way. Bristol Temple Meads to Penzance. Why not? Put it in some light clouds and we'll just get going. We'll just drive the whole thing. Why not? Why not? I was hoping to go like half the route, but I don't mind. Okay, so before we start the service, I'm just going to put a link to the Discord server. I'll get that pinned. There we go. You're on Xbox. All right, so you on the Gen 8 side of things or you're on the Gen 9 side of things? Because that would probably be a good idea asking, by the way. Because obviously, you know. Might be why. I'm driving 43185 with a dual HST on the rear with no carriages. Fair enough. Is it the full length HST or the short HST? I'm not too sure actually. Oh, welcoming Ryan to the Discord server. Thanks for joining. Alright, 2 Charlie 09 Bristol Temple Meads to Penzance. It is 6 carriages, so let's go. Yeah, we're a castle set. I had a feeling we'd be a castle set, to be fair. Oh, where? There we go. Gorged them into 50%. Because we're not really going to see much in the tunnels unless we put the gorge dimmer on. So yeah, we've just got a normal box standard power car on the end of things with 43098. Oh, interesting. So yes, here we are with the lovely Sir Kenneth Grange 253001. This is in the National Railway Museum in York, so if you ever want to see this HST, York is the place to go. I saw 802213 Unity at Hebden Bridge today. Oh, cool. Honestly, I think the dual HST is better than ever in Transform 6 with all the upgrades. Yeah, I see a pink Calm poster. Where did we spot the pink Calm poster? I'm interested now. I'm on the hunt for a pink Calm poster. Oh, yes, I see. Campaign against living miserably. It's a brilliant thing, that. Hiya, Lee. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright then, we're going to lock the doors. Let them shut one by one. Charge the brakes. And we are off to Newton Abbot, Totnes, Ivybridge and Plymouth. Thanks, I'm getting there. No worries. Is it sunset out there tonight? Yeah, I'd say so. You could technically make a full HST, intercity HST, if you use the coaches from Diesel Legends pack, or the coaches from West Coast Mail and Preston to Carlisle. Yeah, tried that. You need to take all the brakes off the HST power cars in order for it to work. That's the only problem. But it does work in a way. Let's have a nice little flyby over this bridge, shall we? Try and get like... okay, never mind. Wants to be up here instead. There we go. Lovely little flyby over both bridges, to be fair. To be fair, I should have really gone over here. Alright, let's get a move on. Nice to have caught you live. 40 change. Nice view of the bridges. Yeah, thanks, Golden Nuts. Welcome into the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Alright, so going through a residential area here. Somebody's got a trampoline in their garden. Way! Try and get a lovely view on this station of these HSTs passing by. Lovely. Bit difficult to do it on console, but oh well. Metro Rivals development has been suspended. I did see that news. I don't know if it's been suspended indefinitely, but it is sad news. I've seen lots of comments of people going, oh yeah, but who was looking forward to this? Quite a few people, actually. Quite a few people were looking forward to Metro Rivals, including myself, to be fair. Even though it was going to be mainly focused on New York City subway systems, I would have still given it a go. I don't know how Metro Rivals got suspended either, but it's just one of those things where, you know, if a project slumps, it just slumps. Sometimes there doesn't have to be a reason for why it slumps, it just happens, you know? So many people in the train sim community were pretty unsympathetic about Metro Rivals getting suspended. Yeah. To be fair, everyone does have a right to their own opinions. I will say some people were excited, some people weren't. Some people were like going, why is this in development? You know, some people like going, oh, it was the best thing they ever did. You know, some people just have a different way of seeing things. Let's just hope that one day we might see Metro Rivals come about, or maybe something similar to Metro Rivals. But for now, unfortunately, Metro Rivals is, well, yeah, it's suspended. Must have been a hard decision for them to think of that, though. You know, for a game that could have brought quite a few niche audiences into the company, to be suspended like that must have been something very difficult. But anyways, yeah, Dovetail did say it was not an easy decision. But anyways, we are in the beautiful Sycamore Grange HST that you can find at the National Railway Museum in York. Flying Scotsman was actually on the turntable whilst this one was pushed to a side when Flying Scotsman was there at the NRM, so cool, isn't it? Some lovely little reservoirs and rivers there. Do we have much people on board? But it is an 8 o'clock in the morning service, so maybe not. Oh, there is someone. There is. And looks like he works for Northern. Anybody else? Oh yeah. Just sat there, all grey. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to paint someone's house. A few more people in this carriage. It seems like we've only got a few people on with us today, so not bad. I didn't realise we had to slow down. Oh dear. Doing so well already. 10 above the speed limit. And to be fair, I think we were a bit more above the speed limit. Terrible driving from my retrospectives. And there's the river. Oh, there's the waterside, I would say. Not the riverside, because it's... Well, is it a river by here? I wouldn't really call this a river by this point. If I'm being completely honest, I would say this is a sea. Rex, do you think after the service you could show the 802 timetable? I want to see if it's only me that has a little bit of the services. Yeah, sure, no problems. Just thought we'd point out though that if you're on Gen 8 consoles, you do have a reduced timetable. I know I've been there, done it, worn the t-shirt. It sucks. It really does. But that's just the reality of things when you're on Gen 8 consoles. I think the easiest way to tell for you Xbox users is if you're not on Xbox Series X, you're most likely not on Gen 9. I'd say most likely because there is Xbox Series S, which is a Gen 8.5 or something like that, so it's just probably like worth having a look. But yeah, I can definitely look at the 802 services on Riviera for you, not a problem. What's my thoughts? IET in Trent World 801, 802 or 805? I'd say 805. I like that. Oh, so you're on Series S. Alright, okay. Interesting. Voyager going by. I wonder what the difference is between Series S and Series X. I take it, is the Series S just a bit more powerful? Sorry, the Series X a bit more powerful? Or is it just one of those things where... Meant on GDB, sorry Rex. Oh, right, okay. So on Great Western Express, you only do have a short timetable for the 802s because they're testing during 2017 and the 2016 timetable doesn't have them. So you should have about, I'd say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 timetable services for the 802. One of them's a 1-head code, the rest of them are either 5s or 0s. Just trying to remember now. No, 5s. There would definitely be 5-head codes because obviously empty coach and stock are 5-head codes. Oh, we got some 150s surrounding us there. Nice. So yeah, that's worth pointing out. Hey, welcome back, Callum. How are you doing? Wesley is on Gen 8.5, fair enough. But yeah, Andy, my thoughts on the IETs, I think the 805 is the best one in Train Sim World. But the 802 with the sounds, oh, brilliant. So I'd have to be like between the 805 and the 802 on that one. But in terms of like what it's able to do, yeah, 805, I mean, yeah. Has more in it, you say. Oh, we got a temporary speed restriction. Fair enough. Welcome, Mine Trackside. Just had a look into Metro Rivals and sadly Dovetail Games chose to suspend due to financial strains and is now cancelled for this year. Could potentially happen in a year or so, fingers crossed. Yeah, financial constraints could be can be a difficult thing, especially if they haven't got enough to complete the rest of it. But hopefully they'll get what they need through this year's worth of sales and stuff, and then Metro Rivals could probably come later on, perhaps. But at least they've decided, you know what, no point releasing an unfinished game. We'll suspend it and then finish it when we've got the money. At least then they've given that quite a bit of thought, which is good. It is good, to be fair, the fact that they've given that some good thought. Their marketing department's just basically said to them, here, look, we don't have enough. So they've gone, fair enough then. Difficult decision, yes, but it's one we're going to have to make. But anyways, I like the 805s too. They look nice in the Avanti livery. They sure do. The 807 will be better when West Coast Mainline Trent Valley comes out. I can't wait for Trent Valley. That's going to be good. Hi Rex, long time. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, welcome in, some Welsh bloke. Hopefully you're doing well. I remember you from, oh no, who the hell did they call him? Oh, Melbourne Train Dude streams, that's it. I remember you from their streams. And his Discord server. How you been keeping, mate? Would have got the 805, but got the farewell pack instead. Fair enough. One of Train Spot and Vid Shorts got 1.3k views and 23 likes. That's incredible, that. Do you know what? I got similar with the house alarm going off on Great Western Express. That was an interesting find. I get the need for Trent Valley. It's one of those good routes. Just finished watching Blue Beetle. What an amazing movie. Fair enough. Yeah, I knew what you meant, mate. Don't worry. I'm fine, mate. Not been playing Trensmore for a while. Pity Melbourne Train Guy has dropped the channel. Yeah. It is a shame, to be fair. He was really good at what he did. I guess he just felt like it just wasn't for him. You know? It's strange. Everybody can start a channel on YouTube, but not everyone makes it to the finish line of 1,000 subscribers. And it is such a shame. But, you know, things happen, don't they? He will still be remembered in the train community, of course. But hopefully he comes back one day. I really do. You just hit 206 subscribers. Hey, congrats, Ryan. Good evening, Chris. Hopefully you're doing well. Time for some train small for me now. Awesome. Wonder when the 387 will come out for GWA. Don't know. Been hearing people talk about GWA 387 for GWA. Is it true? I'm not too sure. Yeah, a lot of work to keep a channel going, I guess. It is. I mean, I've been going for like 2.5 years over, and I've still not reached 1,000 yet. It's crazy. But we're getting there. We're doing well, I would say. We're doing a lot better than what we were in the first year of things when I was starting out, I will say. Hey, welcome, Ryan. For tribute, making 2 liveries based on the subway trains for Metro Rivals. Never heard about Melbourne Train Guy. Oh, he was a good YouTuber. He was from Australia, and I used to join part of his streams. It used to be late at night for me, but still, they were really fun to be part of. He used to do trucky transport scenarios and streams and stuff. It used to be a good stream. It used to be a good laugh. He was really good at what he did. Then one day, just fell out of contact with us all and just disappeared. Sad when that happened, because we were just hoping he was going to come back and say he was alright. If anything. I still wonder if he's alright, to be fair. But anyways, 617 subscribers isn't bad, to be fair. No, you're right. It's nothing to scoff at, to be fair. So you know, we're still grinding, still going, and hopefully one day I will be at 1,000 subscribers. Hopefully one day. But yeah, nothing to scoff at, mate. Nothing to scoff at. Shoot, forgot to ask how you're doing this evening, even though for me it's afternoon. Yeah, doing well, Ryan. Doing absolutely okay. Never say never, to be fair. You're right on that. Melbourne train guy, I see now. I just thought you meant another person with MBTG as their username. No. I don't think anybody out there on YouTube actually has MBTG as their YouTube name, unless of course they existed beforehand or they've started out new, you know. I don't know. Glad to hear you're doing good. Yeah, I am. It's getting dark for me now. 8:30 now, eh? The joys of going into April. Have you had any progress with the job you were working towards? I passed my personal track safety, I passed my track induction, and I passed my OLEC 1. However, I found that track maintenance job was not for me, so I never pursued the career. A shame, but the way I'd explain it was I was in the right industry but doing the wrong job, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's what happened. It's taken me about 1 year and a half to hit 100 subscribers. Been posting since December 2024. Oh wow, fair enough. Have you tried out the Liberec Star route? The 843 on there is very difficult to bring into a smooth stop. You will get to 1,000 plus subscribers one day. It's a great channel you've got. Oh, thanks, Gold Nuts. No, I don't have Liberec Star, Parker. I've had to make some very tough choices on what DLCs I've wanted to get, because I'm not always in cash, so I kind of have to go like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, whichever one I really want the most, you know, type of thing. Because there's been so many good DLCs that have come out from Train Sim recently. I will try and branch out to some more non-UK content though, as much as I possibly can. Hey, I'm doing a run on a 220 service for Riviera. Could you pick a time and weather type? 1600 if there's a service near to us at time, and a rainstorm. That's a pity. Sounds like to put a lot of effort into it. I know it's a heavy job with a lot of antisocial hours. Yeah, and the problem with me is I am no good on small amounts of sleep. And doing weird hours either. So it just wasn't practical.
The next station is Totnes.
But at the end of the day, I'm hoping to work towards being a train driver, so hopefully that does happen one day. Yeah, so 220 service at 1600 or near, and in the rain, why not? To win 1 Alpha 75 Plymouth to London Paddington on Great Western Express Remaster in the Intercity Swallow livery. Nice. Richie's almost at 8k subscribers on his main channel. That's amazing. Honestly, he's such a lovely person. He proper deserves it.
The next station is Totnes. This is a Great Western Railway service to Penzance.
Lots of long antisocial hours as a driver too. Yeah, I get that, I do. But for me, this is probably where I'd like to be, in the cab of a train. I haven't anything about Train Sim or VR New York and Train Sim Tycoon for a long while. Wonder what happened. I think Train Sim Tycoon released, and same with VR New York. I guess it's just a game that probably has its own channels, or just haven't had anything to update for a while, perhaps. Thanks, Rex, that helped a lot, no worries. Yeah, I read that, Callum. To be honest, Richie is a class act, he is. He is a fantastic person. And hopefully one day, I actually do bump into him. Hopefully one day. I reckon he'd be a really nice person to meet one day, I really do. Yeah, it's alright, Callum. It's fine. Sometimes phones, they can send the same message twice. I've had that happen to me in the past. Because obviously, you know, sometimes when you text people, you're not actually on the app itself. You're using the reply function. And then this person comes back and goes, okay, I got it the first time. And I'm like going, what do you mean you got it the first time? Then I'll go on the app and then it sent it twice. And I'm like, oh! You know, and you just think to yourself, no, that's not what I wanted to do, but never mind. One Alpha 75, is that for the 805? I don't think One Alpha 75 is an 805 service, to be fair. Would love to be in the cab of a train when I'm old enough. Yeah. It would nice to have a good conversation with. Oh yeah, definitely. He is actually pretty nice to have a conversation with. Because obviously, when we do our relay race, we go on Discord call and we chat in the stream, and it's just amazing, you know, what we come out with and what we chat about and stuff like that, you know. I don't know he's an ambassador and everything like that, but he is, after all, a human being, and a nice one at that. He's a genuinely lovely human being. And to be fair, and I must admit, there are times when I just thinking to myself, who would actually hate Richie, you know? He's such a lovely person. The next relay race will be cool. Well, we'll see what that ends up being, you know? We've a few plans on the work, but for now, all I can say is just watch this space. Watch this space. Because we have some good ones coming. Great Caleb stream you did at Easter. 1A75 should be a HST run. Yeah. The next relay race will be cool. Yeah, it certainly will be whenever it happens. I've read that message twice, it's fine. I think you'll be a great ambassador. Oh, me? You know, that's not the first time I've heard people say that, to be fair. Some people have definitely voiced their opinions on me becoming an ambassador, and I wouldn't mind, to be fair. I would love to become one. I'd had to dodge a lot of horrible comments here and there, but to be fair, it'd be worth it. It'd be worth it, to be fair, because those people, they just don't, you know, yeah. Don't really get to, well, they have their opinions and everything, but in terms of everything, I don't let it get to me, you know. Hopefully there will be another West Coast Mainline relay race from Carlisle to London Euston when Trent Valley and Crew Preston releases. Never know. Never know. Might happen. Might not. When is the next relay? May bank holiday. We haven't really decided on that yet. Doing a challenge where I'm trying to ride as many train services end to end as I can, so if you become a train driver you may end up driving my train lower. Fair enough. Sounds cool. I'm doing 120 mile per hour. Fair enough. But yeah, there's been a few people last year who put my name forward for ambassadorship, and I've heard nothing. I don't know whether it's something you can actually like send an email and just inquire. I don't know if it's something where they just look at your channel and then they just like pick whoever they want to be an ambassador and just like message you or whatever. I don't know, to be fair. I don't really know how it works, but hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. I'd say probably nowhere near any time yet, because still, to be fair, I'm still a small channel, but I'm not a very small channel, so, you know, might not be ready yet, but hopefully in time I will be, you know, just don't know. I may come back to playing Train Sim when Creative Preston comes out, like that era in local haul trains. Yeah, 1980s is a good era for a lot of BR related trains. I'd imagine maybe the Class 108 ran services to Liverpool on that timetable from Manchester Victoria as well, so that's probably why Carlisle to Whitehaven's been put into development the same time that Crew to Preston is. Hopefully you're a Dovetail ambassador. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Might happen, it might not, you know. One of those things, isn't it? You could do across Germany or New York. Well, this is the thing, you see. The relay race doesn't have to be just in the UK. We can branch to different countries with it. You know? What are you more interested in? Carlisle to Whitehaven with the 108 at Preston to Crewe? Now, you see, this is a hard one because we've had a lot of development notes from Preston to Crewe. We've got a lot of hype from just trends and everything. We only know so little about Carlisle to Whitehaven, so essentially speaking, it's going to be Preston to Carlisle until we get more development updates on it, for me, if you get my meaning. Just went past Maidenhead. Oh, awesome. Yeah, you're right, I should do it, you're right. But hopefully, it's something that becomes within my means one day. Great live stream, just got the Blackpool branches in the PlayStation sale. Nice. PlayStation sale is on at the moment, so if you guys want to pick up a deal, you can do. Just looking on real-time trends and found an interesting cross-country service. The 0640 Bristol Temple Meads to Penzance. Oh, nice. I like that one. But yeah, thank you very much, Katie. We should be nearing Totnes now. Should be probably just around that corner. We are allowed to go 60 mile per hour after this point, so it's going to be a good one. I think once we stop at Totnes, I'll need to shut my curtains, because obviously it is getting really dark. I think Totnes is the one that's spread out on both sides, and then it's got like the main lines that run through the middle. So yeah, that explains the 45 mile per hour speed restriction, which we'll have to adhere to as well. I don't know why there's a bridge here. Like, what used to run underneath here? Or better still, what now doesn't run underneath here? Could be a while for Whitehaven, only announced a few months ago. Sounds like it might have a good freight action. and they promise a load of new freight wagons. Oh, that's all right. You know, it's good to hear that Just Trains are working on quite a few things. It'd be nice, though, if they weren't just around the Preston area, though.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Like, if they actually branched to the East Coast main line side of things and, you know, just give TVL and Northern Transpennine a nice little perk up, because they are around those time periods as well. It'd be nice to see them give those two routes that remaster love, and given like all the new BR stock that we've got nowadays, and a couple of bug fixes here and there, you know. And there's the IET sounds. I do like them. Come on, stop. There we go. CSDs are the HST's replacement. Obviously, selective door operation here as well. And I know some people do find them boring, but I kind of like them, to be fair. There's still nothing will beat the HST in any way, shape or form, but you know when you just think to yourself, oh, we're not going yet. Doubt Xbox will have a Train Six will have a sale on. Fair enough. I enjoy my run, to be fair. Honestly, for interested in Trent Valley, then Preston the Crew, Trent Valley is way longer. Yeah, that's true. Gonna head off for tonight. Good night. Yeah, do you mean Rex Sam? It's alright though, mate. Have a good night. Preston the Crew is still interested. Yeah. Agree with you on the TVL and Transpennine route getting some attention. Yeah, it certainly needs it. I'll be all for it as well. Welcome in, Kernan. You've changed your profile picture again. Can't wait for Trent Valley. Yeah. Why does my comment say Richie? It should say Rex. It must be autocorrect, to be fair. That can happen. That's alright, Sam. He's fine. Richie's probably somewhere. I don't know if he's watching tonight per se, because he'll probably be busy. But, it's alright. It's fine, I don't mind. You can hear the diesel engine on this as well. It's pretty cool. Obviously, I know why the bridge is here. It's a very low bridge, though. You don't say when it's a low bridge, do you? This is very, very low. Only one of them cars could just fit through here. Don't try and get a bus through here. That just won't work in a hurry. On my iPad now as I was on my phone before. Fair enough. Sim Callum, I can't wait for it as well. Yeah, it's going to be great. Yeah, anyways, the next station stop is Ivy Bridge, and then we'll go... Try again. And then we're going to be going into Plymouth. And then, of course, after this, I'll have a look at the 802 services on GWE. And then we'll run a timetabled service on GWE. I think because in my video we went from Reading to Paddington, we'll probably do another Paddington to Reading service again, maybe. What run are you doing after this service? We'll probably do... just trying to think of the head code. No, I can't think of it. We'll probably do a London Paddington to Reading service, probably like a London Paddington to Oxford service. I know they're mainly ran by the 166s and the 165s, but we can find a HST service that goes that way. I'm happy with the amount of West Coast Main Line routes we've been getting modern and British Railways era. Hopefully we get more on the East Coast Main Line as well, because I enjoy East Coast Main Line. Yeah, definitely. I've been saying it for a while now. We've been getting lots of West Coast Main Line action. Where is the East Coast Main Line now? You know? Hopefully, if we do get a train Small 7, which I'm not too sure, it's like a 50-50 on that one, but if we ever did, hopefully the train Small 7 route is somewhere between King's Cross and Peterborough, or Doncaster to Newcastle with the Intercity 225. But that hands down I would pay good money for. I definitely would. It would be so cool, indeed it would be. Okay, just managing the challenging gradients going up the hill here. Is there North Coast Main Line and South Coast Main Line in real life? I think the northernmost is the Newcastle Carlisle for us, and obviously there's the South Devon line, I do believe, which is probably the southernmost. But no, there probably won't be a North Coast Main Line and a South Coast Main Line. Trent Valley should be the last West Coast Main Line route. I imagine it would be, because Preston to Crewe, to me, sounds like it's getting closer and closer to release. If not, probably on our doorstep, perhaps. Just as a wild guess, you know, good stab in the dark. Probably like a next month release, or maybe it comes next week, perhaps. Maybe it might come next week, maybe it might come the week after, maybe it might come next month, who knows. I'm hoping it's soon though. I've tried doing the service, but every time I try to leave the station it says failure past at red aspect and the signal was green. Do you think you could give it a try? If you tell me what service you were driving, I might, yeah. Like, if you could drop the service head code, what timetable you're on and the route, I'll have a look. If we were going to have a new line in the game, I would like to see Glasgow Central to Ayr. Ayr, Scotland. So that'd be like the west coast side of Scotland. Not a bad shout. Love to see King's Cross in the game. Well, see, here's the thing. King's Cross is already in the game. So, is it already there for a reason? Or is it there to throw us off from what the actual East Coast Main Line route will be when we get one? You know, where we're all thinking, oh yeah, it's going to be King's Cross. Then it doesn't end up being King's Cross. And it ends up being another section of the East Coast Main Line. You know, potentially. I'm just going to cheat and see if we've got a drop from here. No, we haven't. It climbs up. So let's go. Full throttle it. The last few DLCs have been low-cost or route updates mostly. Maybe a new route next. That's what I'm thinking. You know, we've had patches for this, updates for that, DLCs for low-cost and stuff. A route has to be next. I mean, Preston the Crew, yeah, has been on the roadmap for quite a while now. So I'm expecting that would be the very next release. If not something else before it, then then it'll become the next release after that. Thinking that's maybe what they're going for here. Because obviously once Just Trains brings out Preston to Crewe, they can then focus on Carlisle to Whitehaven. But let me ask you guys this. Don't you think Carlisle to Whitehaven is a very small section that Just Trains is doing compared to what they've previously done, you know, with Blackpool branches, West Coast Main Line Overshap, now coming Crewe to Preston? Don't you think this is a little bit small? You know, that they've made big routes beforehand, now they're trying their hands on a smaller route. I wonder if their dev time has been put to somewhere else, and that's probably why they've tried to go for a smaller route so that their dev time could be placed somewhere else. Or maybe, you know, Preston to Crewe's taken them quite a long time, so they thought, you know what, we'll get Preston to Crewe made and then we'll do a smaller route this time. Probably. It's probably what they're thinking. I'm just hyper-theorising here. It is already dark, you're right. After the service you're doing, it's the 1 Echo 67 Plymouth to Leeds T20 Voyager. Why do I feel like there was a joke in there somewhere? But yeah, I'll try that out. Imagine how good it would be if we got to drive from King's Cross. Crewe to Preston has been in the 0 to 3 months section for a while. It has been, you're right. Where is King's Cross in the game? Southeastern. No, it is on Medway Valley. No. Try again. Not Medway. It's on Mildmay. There we go. Mildmay line. If you look where King's Cross would normally be on the Mildmay line, it is actually modelled. Not fully, but it's there, if you get my meaning. If you watch a Mr. Neil video on Trains Sim World on YouTube, you'll find it. Yes, it's quite a small route, so you're right. Yeah, King's Cross is on Mildmay. Yeah, sorry, that was my fault for thinking it was Medway. Of course it's not on Medway, Rex, come on. Oh, not got that line yet. I do, but I've not actually been on it much, would you believe it? Yeah, a bit hard to comprehend that. Also, before I started the stream, I had to restart my console because I was getting some really bad textures. So, hopefully, there we go. Do you think that someday they'll have a fully modelled train museum in York and the route for East Coast Main Line? I don't actually know. I mean, they would have had to ask the National Railway Museum for that to begin with. They can't just go ahead and model it and go, yeah, that'll be fine, because National Railway Museum will see it and go, hang on a minute, you haven't asked us. And, you know, they don't want to get themselves into very bad legal trouble, so, you know, asking them first would be a very good idea, you know, just to avoid any legal issues, if you get my meaning. It was almost a false announcement for Whitehaven, for what I seem to remember, to fill out the Xmas streams. Interesting. Maybe development with Preston and Crewe took way longer than they expected, and they were supposed to start Carlisle to Whitehaven at that time, so obviously it sounds like they might be running into an already pre-existing deadline that's had to be extended, so we'll see. Can't wait for it though. It means they've put a lot of care and attention into it the longer that we've waited for it. King's Cross is a nice station, then again so is Paddington, Euston, St Pancras and Marylebone, being historic buildings and all. Yeah, definitely. That'd be nice to have again. London Marylebone. What UK loco DLC? This one. I mean, it seemed like in early announcements they didn't want to say so soon. I suppose it gave off that feeling. But at the same time, they had a Class 1 away in development already, so... I can't remember if they showed any pictures of the Carlisle to Whitehaven route, though. I think they only ever showed, like, where it would go, and that was basically it. I'm not too sure on that, to be fair. Probably worth having a look at the season of reveals again to see what was revealed and what wasn't, if you get my meaning. But seasons of reveals last year was good. At least we didn't have Thomas the Tank Engine on the end.
This is a Great Western Railway service to Penzance.
Would like to see a Class 321. Oh, yeah. Hentis Rail says that the Peak Forest Railway 104 is not coming anymore. Well, there hasn't been any official announcement on it, but if Hentis Rail has said that, I guess that's pretty much the case, you know? I guess that's pretty much it. You know, Hentis Rail wouldn't say it for his own health, that's for sure. So I guess that's it. Do I have Thomas and Friends Wonders of Sodor? No, I don't. What UK local DLC would I like to see in the game? Well, it's not a loco per se. It's kind of like a DOS-TOS, a push-pull loco in a way. So I'd say Intercity 225 with the Mark IV rake and the 82. That's a must. If we ever get East Coast Mainline, that's what I want to see. It's okay, Rex, me neither. Fair enough. Yeah, me and Thomas and Friends, yeah. That ended a long time ago. Last time I watched it was when I was 9. Let's just say I'm in my early 20s now, so... a long time ago. There we go. Hope we get a Class 318 and a Class 320 for Trends and World. That'll be a nice one. It's a shame the 104 look promising. At least we have the 108, you mean, by just Trends. A Class 180 coming. Grand Central and Game what? You know. I know, it's easy to just misplace the numbers, I know. For me, I'd like the Class 60 loco powerful. Could cover the whole of the UK and just cover a good time period. Bit like a diesel Class 90. Same similar vibe in looks. Fair enough. Yeah, it's alright, Andy. It happens. I knew what you meant anyways. It'd be nice to see a 180 in game though. Maybe like First Great Western or Grand Central, if ever you can get the Grand Central license. Not that many Grand Central services stop at Peterborough. No, you're right, they don't. But if we ever got York in game, you know, they do stop there. It would make sense, wouldn't it? With a little bridge there. I always like to find these spots on Riviera where you can just get some fantastic shots for HST going over or under. Yeah, I'll get one of the HST going under. Look at that. God, I miss seeing these in LNER livery. Because obviously the East Coast Main Line, I've got a local station on there. I used to see Intercity 225s and Class 43s a lot. Back then, I didn't even know what they were. I just saw them as a train, funny enough. So, yeah. Fun, eh? You love your underbridges, Rex. The Grand Central services stop at Doncaster, but the Sunderland service don't stop at Doncaster. You're right on that. Because obviously they come from Sunderland. They have to get it to King's Cross as fast as possible. Also, thanks for 8 likes on the stream. That's very kind of you all. Oh, hang on. Get a viaduct shot. Way. Look at that. Oh! I wasn't expecting to get another shot like this. I must have double clicked my analog stick by accident. Stop it. Don't take that out of context, please. And now that I've said that, you guys probably will. It's nice up here, actually. See if we can go into like this camera angle, see where we are in the world. Oh, we're going past a farm with a few cows in it. Large hay bales, you know. I know what you meant, lol. Yeah. Cows are lying down over there. It's an interesting bridge, that one. Well, we've seemed to have gone back to the 2019 period with this one, so Kenneth Grange HST, because nowadays this one is in the National Railway Museum at York, so it doesn't actually go out on the railways. But it's nice though. It is nice. I know it kind of doesn't make sense to be on the Riviera line at this time period with the IETs and stuff, but then it kind of does. Because the castle sets were first made in 2019 anyway, so, you know. Can't find any 150 services in the timetable that go from Plymouth to Exeter. You won't. They mostly go from Paignton to Exeter St Davis. Yeah, you don't get 150s that do the full services down here, I don't think. We can go 80 now. Hope Crew Preston comes out next. I'm hoping so as well, because it'd be nice. Hey, we can full throttle it to 80 miles an hour now. Although we really shouldn't be full throttling it downhill, because we could end up overspeeding quicker than you can say, yes, I overspeeded. Well, oversped, but yeah. And just like that, we're already at 80. What happened to the Intercity Swallow one? 43185? I'm not too sure, actually. Probably worth a wiki search. If anybody can find out what happened to 43185, that'd be great. I'd imagine it would have been exported to either Mexico or Nigeria, to be fair. Either that or it's in preservation, and it runs on the preservation railway. Or maybe it's part of Locomotive Services Limited, because I know LSL have a few trains, including a Class 142 pacer or two. Well, they actually have about 3, but yeah. They also have a Class 91 as well, in Europhoenix livery. Either that or it's Europhoenix on and it just stays at Crew for a bit. I know LSL has a Class 90 as well. I think it's 90 002, yeah. 90 002. That's I think that. I know what y'all thinking. Rex, thinking. Dangerous. There is just one Exeter to Plymouth service in the 150. Oh, God. My Metro Rivals base liveries on the LIR M3 are finished. They are weathered and have Metro Transit written on them, with the transit covered by the graffiti saying Rivals. Fair enough. I get what you mean by that. I always thought they were used for Penzance to Bristol, as I took one once. All the HSTs, they used to run into London Paddington. But obviously they've not been in Paddington since 2017. And they most likely never will, to be fair. Hey, good to catch up, Rex. I'm off out early tomorrow. May pop in again soon. Look after yourself. You too, some Welsh bloke. Look after yourself indeed. Thanks for popping in, and hopefully I'll see you in my next stream. If not, hopefully when you land. Alright, we can go 70. Let's go! Oh, hey up, we're next to the river now. That's why they call it Riviera. Cheers, mate. You're most welcome, some Welsh bloke. You're most welcome. I know, that was a terrible dad joke. If Flying Southerner was here, he'd probably be laughing. Been a good stream, this. Yeah, hopefully going to try and get ourselves on Great Western Express at some point. So it's not over yet. Plan on going till about 10 o'clock-ish. Oh, there's Lara Depot. So this service has obviously come from Bristol Temple Meads, which is awesome. Right, there's our warning for the 25. LIR commuter has an abandoned station called Woodhaven. There's no NPCs at the platforms. I think Richie explored that on one of his Halloween streams. It's still nice to like come back to though, because I did forget about Woodhaven. Yeah, did forget about that. Oh no, no, go away, bad textures, don't want you. Alright, we are making the last crawl into Plymouth before this service continues off to Penzance. It's weird saying this, especially since the castle sets were retired last December. Oh yeah, I haven't said anything about this, but when I was scrolling on TikTok one day, I got an advert that looked like it was a train advert at first, but it was like all the things that go wrong on the railways. It ended up being a car advert. I was like, well, hang on a minute, you're promoting a car? You're promoting people to get cars over trains? It's a bold move. Don't know if anybody else has had that advert on TikTok, but I certainly have. Oh, got a cross-country Voyager. Right, let's see what that service was, if I can find it. Oh. I all of a sudden can't find that service. Oh, there we go. 1 Echo 67. Making a big racket as we come into Plymouth. Because why not? HST kind of deserves it at this point. Welcome in, typical Nathan. Hopefully you're doing well.
This is Plymouth. This is a Great Western Railway service to Penzance. The next station is Devonport.
Devonport. Haven't had it yet on TikTok. I also put up some train spotting videos on my TikTok. I have noticed, and I've been liking, don't worry. I'm doing well. Yourself? Yeah, not too bad. Just done a full service on the Riviera with Sir Kenneth Grange. And we've just finished it. Yeah, we were speaking quite a bit, but we still got 15,321 AP and a platinum medal. Don't look at Totness's stop accuracy. Look at Newton Abbott's. That is nice. Anyways, I'm going to return to timetable because we need to check 1 Echo 67, obviously. I think this is a little trick, this, but I'm still going to try anyways, to see if this service works or not. By the way, from January 2027, Cacaldi to Leyla Bank will be getting work done to get it electrified. I did see you post that in server, yes. The station I did transport at was nice and peaceful, to be honest. It looked nice and peaceful. Right. 1E 67. Plymouth to Leeds. Right. Like clouds. Let's go. Don't remind me of the blonde kid yelling 2 set numbers. I won't, honestly. It was the worst trend of last year, and I'd prefer it to stay in last year. Okay, so we're going to try this out, see if we can leave the station. Because a person asked me to try this service out. And I don't mind at all. Obviously, the practice is never to close doors on a red. So if your signal doesn't change, you know, don't lock your doors. It is an annoying thing, to be honest. Yeah, it is. I made an image with an Azuma using the wires between Haymarket and Dalmeny South. Nice! Those 800 engine sounds are dreadful. I don't know, to be honest. I've never really been on an 800 with the engines turned on. Some sort of little Lyra depot servicing platform there. All the stuff you just don't see. I've only been on the Class 801, Class 802 and Class 805. Fair enough. Lock the doors. Shouldn't have done that. I was supposed to anyways. Never mind. Okay, so we got an amber signal. So, do the hill start because you kind of need it here. Alright, let's see if we can actually leave the station. That turned to a green now. Is the throttle and brake sluggish? Kinda is, yeah. You kind of have to like really press on the control to get the notches to go up and down. So yeah, I would definitely say sluggish. Well, I've left Plymouth no problems. Oh, I hate it when it's sluggish. Fair enough. Interesting. For me, the service would end. It might have been I was closing the doors on a red signal. Might have been, yeah. It's genuinely the worst practice you can make, closing your doors on a red signal as a train driver. You also have to watch out for the red that's at the 60 mph speed limit post. That can catch you out as well. Unfortunately, it's Monday again tomorrow. Oh, cue the Garfield music. If you've ever watched the Garfield show, you know what I mean. But the cross-country Voyager on Train 116 is fun to drive. We obviously don't know what the signal is until we come around the corner, which is green. Yep, I can definitely say this service does work. Going to be doing another HST run soon. We're going to be doing one right now. I was just trialling out this, and then we'll look at the 802 services on GWE because we're going that way. It'll be Manic Monday somewhere in the world tomorrow, lol. Yeah. Right, Great Western Express. So, on the 2017 timetable, you do have the GUR 802, and this runs a total of 5 services. This one being your 1 head code, the rest of them 5 head codes. So there you go. Okay, so also the cross-country Voyager on here just does about 6 depot moves. Rosaline has a welcome with Christmas presents. You can find it on Formation Designer by searching Xmas, if you forgot. Probably have, yeah. What's my favourite food? Oh, that's difficult. I like a lot of food. 1017 only goes to Paddington. Fair enough. Well, yeah, it will do, because Paddington's the terminus, mate. Right, which HST power car should we do? Which one would you really want to see me drive next? Because we've got 43093, we have 43185, we have the unbranded one, we have the vinyl logo, the Welshman, or Geraint Thomas. Look at the Flying Scotsman services. There you go. So Wesley wants 43093. What are you guys thinking? Do the Intercity Swallow? 43185. Guess there's only 4 services. Pretty much, I'm on PS5. This is pretty much it. Chris has gone for the Intercity. Do 43093. Why not? Well, I'll tell you what. I can do both. We'll put 43185 on first, and if 43093 is on the back, then yeah, cool. Right, try and get like an Oxford service, because they're good. Paddington to Oxford. Yeah, we'll do 1 Papa 39. There we go. And then we'll do 43093 if that one doesn't become an option. And we'll put it on like, I don't know, maybe like doing a delivery also, fair enough. We'll probably put it on like a Bristol Templemead service or something. Who knows? All right, 1 Papa 39, Oxford to London Paddington. Let's go. Into initial brake. There we have the Intercity power car, branded as 43185, and we have 43122 as, oh, hang on, is this the vinyl one? No way, this is the vinyl one. Oh, I like that. Okay, so we got the vinyl one on the back. Nice. Actually, we can double check that. So here's Great Western and Intercity Swallow livery. And we'll just move all the way down. We'll check if that is the vinyl logo. No, it's not. I thought it was. Oh, damn it. I thought it was. It's just the way the light looks. No. It's just the normal GWR power car. I thought it was, to be fair. But there you can see it's got the bolts on and everything, so... Nope, afraid it wasn't. Got all excited there for a second. There are 21 Class T22s that are going to ScotRail and 5 Class T22s going to Lumo. That is correct. Gauge them at 50%. Let's go. Giving it plenty of tones as it leaves. I don't think 222s will be heading to Birmingham New Street then up to Stirling. No, they might avoid Birmingham, to be fair. They could go via the Trent Valley, but then would it affect any of the Avanti West Coast services? You know what I mean? If they do it that way, it just depends. They probably would have to draft a timetable for him. Just loving the route in just this style of like scenery. Just beautiful day with no clouds in sight. I like that. I do like that, to be fair. Because you can sometimes get those days, can't you? After finishing the 2 HSTs, can you go to Formation Designer and couple the Intercity Swallow and 2nd of Grange to the Overshot MK3As? I tried that, but unfortunately, in order to get it to work, you need to release both brakes on both power cars, and it can be very unpredictable. You need to have tabs on both HST power cars for it to work, so yeah, probably not a good idea. Alrighty then. So let's see how many people we got in first class. Oh, quite a lot. The new services to Stirling are not intended to stop at Birmingham New Street. There we go. Quite a few people on. Yeah, still a few in the buffet. Quite a lot here. Quite a lot here. It's a very busy train, this, from Oxford. Quite a few here. Quite a few in that carriage with the toilet. Not surprised. They're smart. They know where the toilet is. And quite a few in this carriage, and quite a few in the A carriage as well. Oh, wish your HST with the first Great Western interior was in livery designer. I thought it was, to be fair, but now that tells me it's not. Stopping at Slough, nice. Yeah, unlucky for some. On the approach to Paddington, nice. I always forget I can do that with the camera. Passing through Twyford. Get a flyby shot, why not? I didn't see a Class 222 on test, unfortunately. Oh, hopefully you will one day. Also, 12 likes on the stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Great Western Railway, reading a book to London Paddington Bear. Oh, reading a book to London Paddington Bear. Oh, that's actually quite poetic, that. That's quite cool, that. Here's a little bit of train trivia for you. Anybody remember the first Harry Potter film? If so, Great North Eastern Railway actually appears at King's Cross in the film. Living evidence that Great North Eastern Railway was a thing back then. Isn't it awesome? I think so. Next time you watch the first Harry Potter film, look closely to the trains at King's Cross, you'll see. The first Harry Potter movie, everyone remembers that, and you'd be surprised how many people who haven't watched the first Harry Potter film. What trains appears? Great North Eastern Railway. So you'd have like your 91s and your 43s in the background. It's an awesome bit of trivia, because obviously the year it was filmed in. Maybe if they do King's Cross East Coast Main Line route, they should add a Harry Potter references as a night bus in the background, or platform 9 3/4. Yeah, class of 91, wasn't it? Yep, certainly. Yeah, just put in platform 9 3/4. They'll have to get licensing, but if Warner Brothers approves, you know. Could be a really awesome thing. Also, I'm going to fly by through here because this is a lovely hillside, this. But yeah, awesome bit of trivia for you guys there. Some train enthusiasts have seen Meridians on test. Arrived into Paddington. Lucky. Still on the way. When Class 70 coming out? We're not too sure yet. We're not too sure. Hopefully the May roadmap will give us an insight as to when we can expect it. But for now, I would definitely say not yet. It was a nice smooth run. Usually isn't it, HST? Is there in real life, isn't it? With half trolley stuck in the wall? I believe so, yeah. I think there was a Meridian at London Euston. There probably would be, because if they're going Euston to Stirling, then you'd imagine there would be one there, wouldn't there? Unless they're not doing Euston to Stirling, then it probably makes sense that one would be there on test wherever they decide to go to Euston. I believe they're going from Euston anywhere, so. It is so nice to see Great Western Express like this, though, isn't it? Just looking so vibrant, as if like brand new. Megasim mentioned the McDonald's in Great Western Express, but then said there's no McDonald's. He was probably talking about McDonald's as in the restaurant. Used to be McDonald's in Paddington in real life, but got removed. Ah, fair enough. That's probably what he was talking about. Alright, let's start the braking process. As we are now closing the gap between where the HST is and Slough. It'd be funny to see McDonald's at Burger King and try some routes. I mean, no, they do have Pringles machine in some routes. Yeah, there is a Mackey's at Berlin Hauptbahnhof Central Station in Germany. Does it appear in Train Sim World? I probably expect it wouldn't, but still. Delivery should I do mine in now? Try the Welshman one. There was a McDonald's clone called Michael Alone. Where are you going with this? I've never heard such a place. Michael Alone? Strange. We haven't got the Hamburg U3 from Ford Transworld yet. Fair enough. Michael Alone then got renamed to Michael Alone. Huh? It's a special McDonald's, maybe the food is nice and hot. To be fair, I went to a McDonald's in York some point, and the food was piping hot. It was nice and lovely. Also, welcome in, Double Spider. Hopefully you're doing well. Doing it in the Welshman now. Awesome stuff. Michael Alone had the McDonald's logo but upside down. Okay. Is this turning into like a Wendy's thing? Because the only upside down McDonald's logo I can think of is Wendy's. Even though it's not an upside down McDonald's logo, but very close.
This is a Great Western Railway service to London Paddington. The next station is London Paddington.
Call it Paddington only, fair enough. Just looking inside here. Oh, is that an interface unit there? It looks like something. Also used to be a KFC clone called OFC, and it had Barack Obama on it instead of Colonel Sanders. I'm not too sure where you're going with this. It's proper confusing me. Also, do any services go in here? I think there's only one service a day today. London Paddington to Reading in the old First Great Western Railway livery. Oh, some uptaken wooden sleepers where the fast clips used to go into. Not easy using a fast clip installer into concrete sleepers using fast clips. Definitely not easy. Oh, is that supposed to be an RRV? I doubt it. Alright, so the next station stop is Paddington. And the next just start of 20 minutes. I wonder, is it possible? Maybe. That's great. Also welcome in Snake Biters. Kellen just hit 70 subscribers, that's amazing. Congrats. Hey Rex, have you ever played Locals Online on Roblox? No, I'm not a fan of Roblox. I've never played Roblox for a long time. I remember trying it once with a friend and just didn't like it. 30 away from 100, basically speaking, so you're right on that, Kanan. I've released a new video, so yeah, fair enough. The tram tracks in 5 circle Edinburgh Glasgow can be driven on through an invisible wall. Nice. 15 miles to cover now. I've had a good day, to be honest. That's cool to hear. Just going off a hillside there. You can see where the masts are in place for the overhead lineage to be put in. The OLE, overhead line equipment. Obviously back in 2017 the electrification programme for the Great Western Main Line was in its early phases. Obviously now it's all up. So yeah, 2017, what a year. I'm trying to remember what I did in 2017, to be fair, apart from school, obviously. I did all sorts, especially in the summer of 2017. I think that year I was on the beachfront more than not. You know, I'm lucky because where I live, I'm only like 40 minutes a train ride away from my nearest beach, so, you know. And back then I used to travel on paces, what an absolute joy. So, for some it wasn't, but for me it was, so, you know. Yeah, this is where the electrification kind of ends, but starts for us because we're going towards Paddington. Because at the time, that's where it truly did end at the moment. They've got to use special trains to put up the cables as well. And they have to go really slowly too. which is kind of interesting. The regional railway sprint delivery is the best. I could disagree. I like Northern Trains. I like the Northern Trains one. I do miss the old Circo Nobelio one that Northern used to have. The white, the purple and the blue. Oh, it's brilliant. It was like a purplish pink, if anything. But I understand people have their own opinions. Can I just... Oh, that's awesome, that. Oh, there's those wagons that always appear there, but for no reason at all. 14 likes on the stream, thank you so much everyone. It is a specialised local like Tampa or a modified stock. It's a modified wagon that has like the cables on it, and you have like a wheel where it slowly gets pulled up in a sense to where the overheads is, and it's like put into place. I don't exactly know how it works, but obviously part of my OLEC 1 training, I had to know what it was all about and everything, because obviously it involves these lovely things that go 25 kV. So I had to know how it sort of works, but obviously I didn't have to worry too much about it. Obviously if I had to know like 2 and everything like that, and I went up and up and up with it, I'd probably know a little bit more about it, but I don't know too much about it, to be fair. But no, the Tampers, that's a different train. The Tampers, yeah, they pack ballast. Boy, they are, well, I shouldn't really say that, because obviously, you know, I'll say this. Yeah, they are very, very interesting small plant machines, Tampers. I would definitely say. If I remember rightly, can't remember which one it was. Let's have a look. Because I have a card that tells me what I'm trained on. If I can just grab it. Oh wait, come on. Just trying to get this card out, that's all. Come on, there we go. The Cobra TT and the impact wrench. That's an interesting one. I'm pretty sure I tried the impact wrench, and I either tried the Robel Tampa or the Cobra TT. One of the two. They certainly do vibrate. Stop. I know what you guys are thinking. Yeah, because they're small plant tools, they're used on the track. The impact wrench, you can take apart chair screws and put them back together. You can take apart fish plate bolts and put them back together if they're, you know, really tightened. I can't remember which one it was, but you could pack like the ballast under the sleepers with one. It was interesting, really. What's that intercity Mark coach at in GWE? It's a Mark 2 buffet. It's a Mark 3 air buffet car. Sorry. Today's gone quick. To be fair, it has. People like to type "stop and hint this as well." Chat. Is it because they're frightened in case he just won't? Fair enough. Is Hentis Rail live, actually? I haven't got a notification to say so I don't think he is. Anyways, we are closing the gap between the HST and Paddington. First Great Western HST there. Love to see. stop only joking. Night, night. Good night, Lee. Is that you off for the night then, Lee? I reckon it is, to be fair. There's some D-stock going down to Westbourne Park. Alright then. Good night, Lee. See you hopefully in my next stream. Have a nice evening, mate. Where's the Buffett Mark III located in GDW? Should be South Hall Yard. Should be South Hall Yard. Oh, we're going into Paddington Platform 1. Hey! I haven't had HST going on Platform 1 in Paddington in absolutely ages. Glad I found a service that does. Just in time for lunch. We've got some D-stock for sure. And let's see if we can spot any special power cars in platforms 2, 3, 4, 5 and upwards. Could potentially actually stop here as well. I wonder if this used to be like the old parcel platform. Parcel Force. They're in a position of safety, it's fine. Don't have to worry too much. Great Western Railway, First Great Western, Great Western Railway, First Great Western, Great Western Railway, London Underground. Fair enough. Oh! There's a network turbo on platform 2 here. That's something you don't see every day. Let's have a look at the other power cars then. Do we have any special ones in? Or am I the only one? I might be the only one. Urgent PLB, personal lunch break. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely not. Well, definitely not. No, definitely not. Oh, and a Heathrow Express service. Nice. Well, Heathrow Connect, should I more say, because it was back in the day. We're crawling, guys, we're crawling. I'd laugh if we just stop and that network turbo just departs. I would actually. Well, to be fair, I know for a fact the network turbos and the networkers are pretty much the same train. It's just one of them is diesel and the other one I think runs on third rail, if I'm not mistaken. So pretty cool, eh? Nice service that. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm a bit conscious for time. I might not be able to fit another HST service in. There's still people getting off, but they're getting off at a relaxed pace. Oh, it's that one. That one's off. Goodbye. See you later. You can tell they never electrified this platform or that platform. That's interesting. During the time of 2017. But we're not supposed to be here until 12:59, so we've got a little bit of time. Ah, we'll lock it. Found the siding but the Mark III buffer car gone. I thought it was part of the route. I'm on foot mode, not free roam mode, on 2017 timetable. Yeah, you need to go on free roam. Be a very good idea if you did. Otherwise, it just isn't there, if you get my meaning. Alright, and that was a no speed and perfect run. 10,439 AP and a platinum medal. Love it. Alright, let's return to timetable. What can we do for probably like the next 4 minutes? I think you mean 11:59, lol. I do. I'm completely pulling this from thin air, but I wonder if it was because they left those two until last. So if any works over and onto the daytime running, they wanted to always have 2 platforms there. Fair enough. Who spads more, Spad Tactics or Spaddy Rail? Probably me. Probably me, if anything. I guess that's it for tonight then. We've only 3 minutes left. We may as well just say our goodbyes. Why not? Anyways, that is going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for popping in and watching tonight's stream. It has been a blast of some fantastic 2 hours worth of content. We've been on both Riviera and Great Western Express. We've seen both 43002 and 43185. And it's just been fantastic to talk to you guys for the last 2 hours. So thanks for all popping in. Thanks for leaving likes on the stream and everything. Thanks for chatting in the live chat. And I hope to be live next Wednesday. I'm not sure what I'm doing next Wednesday. I'll let you all know in the community posts area of the channel and, of course, the Discord server if you're part of it. But in terms of general admin from me, that is it for tonight. I'm going to be doing a few things and going off to bed. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you all in either my next video or my next stream, whichever you guys catch me first. But for tonight, have a good night, everyone. See you later.